All right, boys, we're going to be reacting to Copes if you're new or burnt out with DBD.
What's going on, everyone? It's Cope here, and today I want to address some problems that people have in DBD, especially newer players. The goal of this video is to hopefully reach people that have developed a poor mindset from playing X amount of time, or people that just need to hear this in general. One last thing I'd like to add is that I'll be doing most of this video without a script. It'll mainly be me yapping, and unfortunately, that may end up sounding terrible, but I'll do my very best. Right, so
Wait, guys, when I yap too much, does it sound terrible?
the first point that I like to cover is that people do not play what they want as often as they want to play it. For example, we have a lot of tier lists in Dead by Daylight where people will rank certain killers to be stronger than many others, like the Nurse being stronger, the Blight being stronger, the Spirit being stronger, etc. And then you have your weaker killers being listed, like the Trapper, or some will say the Hag, or others will say the Wraith, etc. Again, I believe that people pay way too much attention to the tier
That's
list
true. That's
and
true.
just general conversation from content creators primarily.
Okay, look, see, this is the reason why, though, right? Because, like, unfortunately, right, and I do this too. I can't even say anything, dude. Like, my last like couple videos have been like tier lists in themselves, but it's because for some reason, right, in the DBD community, tier lists are like deemed like an upper echelon of like content, or like it's just consumed so much more, primarily because people like to like hear other people's takes on certain killers, on certain things in the game. People like, this is a game that like the community just loves to like conversate and argue. Like, it's a very like argumentative community, you know? And I said this before, right? A lot of times too, it's like people have like this like cult mentality, right? Like they won't even go and formulate like their own opinions on these killers by playing them and or playing against them over an allotted period of time, right? They'll have someone like let's say for instance like Oz, right? Absolutely fucking love Oz, right? But people will watch his tier list of killers, and a lot of times will take that as like the number, like the only acceptable answer when tier listing a killer, right? They'll watch Oz and be like, oh, okay, Oz tier list Freddy at A tier. If you don't have Freddy in anything but A tier, you're automatically invalid. None of what you say now is valid. Like if you don't have the same thoughts as him because he's like the biggest, in a word, like the biggest like DBD or the most like well-known DBD creator, then it just doesn't matter. And I feel like, oh man, people need to just play Dead by Daylight and have their own thoughts and not just like follow content creators' opinions of the game. Like, yes, they have a lot of hours. Yes, probably what they're saying is valid to some extent, right? But this, at the end of the day, bro, this is everyone's personal experiences and opinions. Like, formulate your own before you go like attacking other creators for having their own opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why the community does that. It's so annoying.
Or even other players themselves, where they won't do what they want to do.
Tier list give you
because it's
IRL
not
BP body.
the optimal thing to do, which I totally disagree with. In my personal opinion, I think a lot more people would have fun in DBD if they just did whatever they felt like doing. If you want to play the Trapper with no skin at all, well, basic cosmetics,
Perkless.
not naked.
Oh, dude, I
with no
love
add-ons,
Perkless
then do
Trapper,
it.
bro.
If that sounds fun to you.
Oh,
If you wanna
Perkless
play the
Trapper is so
Nurse
fun.
because she's really strong, do that because you want to do that. You shouldn't listen to others, and instead you should listen to yourself first and foremost. And this is also applicable to the newer players as well. Yes, you. If you feel like playing Springtrap, if Springtrap is even out by the time this video is released, then do that because you think that's going to be fun. I, again, don't think that you should listen to others saying, get this killer, get this survivor because these perks are the best in the game. You should do what you want to do because you think that might be fun. And then from there, you can expand and then try to be optimal if you feel like doing that. This next.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times people go into Dead by Daylight. I mean, like, okay, one, it's good to look at videos and know what you're getting into, right? Like, Dead by Daylight is so not beginner friendly. Like, Dead by Daylight might be one of the most, like, non-beginner friendly games I've ever played in my life. The tutorial does absolutely nothing for you. It does not explain a single thing in this game other than, like, the bedrock minimum, right? Like, hey, you're a survivor. Cool. These are generators. Hey, tap RB, R1, mouse 1, whatever you want, right? Tap that, and you'll be now doing the gen. And also, hey, this is a skill check, right? It doesn't tell you like killer perks, or survivor perks, perk synergies, things like that, like teamwork. Like it just doesn't teach you anything. So I can't blame like a lot of newer players looking at DBD videos and just wanting to copy them. But at the same time, it's like, as a gamer, I feel like you have to just formulate like I was saying a second ago, like formulate like your own ideas and opinions of the game, and you can't do that if you're constantly watching someone else's. You know, like if you're a new player and I constantly tell you to use these perks, right, because these are the best perks right now, then you're never gonna go and experience the other perks in the game, and like you're never gonna really know if these truly are the best perks. Like these might be the best perks for me and my playstyle, but they might not be the best playstyle, like the best perks for your playstyle. And you would probably have a lot more fun using these other perks. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Next one's
I think people just
in a hot topic because people probably hate it.
They listen to other people too much.
Play DBD the way that you want to play DBD. That includes if you feel like tunneling and camping because that's something that you really do enjoy doing and it helps you generate pressure in the game, then by all means you should do that. You're the one that owns the game. You're the one that is playing the game for yourself.
Yeah, you get crucified if you do it, bro.
Is only going to, I believe, hurt your experience personally. Similarly, if you want to be super stealthy in DBD and you don't feel like being chased by the killer 24/7,
you use rat
do
builds
that as well.
Yeah,
it depends on what is appealing to you at the end of the day. Lastly, on that specific point, you're going to find people that are going to definitely assume that you are boring based off of your playstyle. There's nothing that you can do about that. People are going to call you that regardless. I'm called that every single time.
That's so facts, bro. You play optimally in a game and survivors will throw every name in the book at you, bro. You have one gen left. There are 4 survivors. You tunnel out the one person that is dead hook or whatever, and you need to kill them to, like, I don't know, regain any control of the map. And that one person and that entire team will call you like every name in the book just for doing that one thing. You're like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do in this scenario, right? Like my character, the map, like there's a whole bunch of like, you know, things that go into this, but this is like the reason why I needed to do it. Like it shouldn't even need to be explained. Like the average survivor, I feel like, or okay, let's not say like the average survivor, but let's say like a player with an allotted amount of time should be able to recognize, because even I do, right? As a survivor, you guys hear me say it all the time. I'm like, hey, right about now, I'm probably going to get tunneled out. Oh, right about now, this guy's going to get tunneled out. He needs this because we're on one gen and he has like one hook in the game or 2 hooks in the game, and that's it. I call it all the time, and it happens all the time. And when it happens to me, I don't get mad. I'm like, all right, GG's, good chase. But when it happens to other people, they're like, bro, like, hang yourself. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, like, calm down.
It is what it is. And
it is what it is, bro.
Prioritize yourself. This one's probably the longest point, so bear with me. You don't have to survive every single game, and you don't have to kill every single survivor. For a lot of people that play killer, their win condition
Let them talk,
is
bro.
to kill 3 to 4 survivors, which means that they have a victory, so to say.
Yeah.
But
when a 2K is deemed as a tie,
go wrong in the
according
game.
to behavior.
So let me give an example.
Or a win,
right?
I believe.
When I play killer, I have no win condition whatsoever. I just spawn in and I chase survivors because that's fun. Ideally, I like interacting with all 4 survivors. One other thing that I have that's, I believe, my strongest mindset that I'd love to share with some of you, and maybe this will help you out as well. When I go in and I play as killer, I expect no hooks at all. 0. So anything that I get after that is extra credit, and it feels really
We're
good.
the same, bro. Wait, we're actually the same, bro. You guys hear me say time and time again, every single game I go into. I was like, I say every time. Okay, well, mine's not as extreme as that, right? Like, I still want at least some participation medals. But every game I go into, I say, guys, I think we're gonna get a nice juicy 1K out of this game. You know, like you guys think I'm like actually playing around. I genuinely like only want minimum a 1K, right? As killer, I would like to say I killed. You know, like I want the bare minimum, like literally. And then a lot of times, do I try and play for like the 4K? Yeah, of course. But like if I can't, I'm cool with the 1K. I'm like, all right, guys, just let me get something. 3, y'all get to escape. one of y'all die, I get a kill, I'm happy. Other 3 people escaped, they're happy. One person that died, that's tough, bro. That's life. Fucking ready up again. You know, there's always the next game.
Having a win condition if you feel like you have to escape.
I want to get hardcore tunnel. I love getting tunneled.
Dominate every single lobby with the survivors.
I really do.
That being said, you should try not to pressure yourself too much if things don't go your way due to the map, due to the players themselves, due to bugs. Yeah. There are many other factors in Dead by Daylight.
So many factors.
You know, significantly. It's all good at the end of the day, but it's best to also take a look at that and think about that before anything else. Now we dive into part 2 of that point. Some people are very competitive in DBD, and some people are very chill in DBD. I fall into the chill category myself.
Bro, he's the chillest guy in DBD. I swear to God.
Competitively, I don't mind personally. I don't like watching it, but I don't mind someone's way of having fun, if you will, in DBD. It does not bother me. I think we don't truly want to acknowledge that sometimes, and what we'll do is press our interest onto other people and pressure them into no, you can't slug me, no, you can't tunnel me, no, you can't camp, how dare you, no, stop hiding in that corner. Everyone is different at the end of the day.
This goes into exactly what I was talking about earlier. Whenever I make a tier list and people like I said, they get so like, I get paragraphs, bro. Literal paragraphs written to me to why a killer should be rated and tiered differently, or why I tiered like a certain thing a certain way. Literal paragraphs trying to advocate for their own decision. And I tell them the same thing like a lot of times. Like, cool, bro, that's like good for you and all. But like I said at the start of the video in the intro, if you watch the intro, these are just my personal ideals, feelings, experiences towards the game, in the game of Dead by Daylight, right? Like I always tell people, like, bro, like, I respect your decision, but like, don't try and change mine, because like everyone is literally different, man. And like, oh my God, it's just
someone
like
might have
over and over
hours
and over and
compared
over
to your 5,000 hours.
Yeah.
And maybe they don't play and absorb DBD knowledge 24/7.
They just don't know, bro.
It could be John getting home from work, seeing his family, just playing DBD for 3 hours after his 9 to 5.
9 to 5,
and
man.
He doesn't take the game that seriously. As opposed to Emily, that plays the game a lot and expects way too much out of Emily's solo queue teammates. Yeah.
I do that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Survivor.
I can say that
is way better than playing solo queue. If you feel that you are being tilted in the actions of other people, it's hard for you to fathom. Which, by the way, I fall into the second category. I do. I cannot fathom my solo queue teammates, but
me neither.
But I find it hilarious.
I think it's every DBD player, though.
Solo queue is so funny to me. And personally, when I play with more than 2 people and survive with friends, I think the game is significantly easier.
Yep.
And I don't really enjoy it as much. So the sweet spot for me is to play with like one of my friends in a duo. And, you know, I get to sandbag them and do other stuff. That's fun for me.
I think that's just like, that's a general sense. Like when it comes to just gaming in general, right? If you have even just one friend to play with, any game you play is just gonna like reach like a higher level of enjoyment. You know what I mean? People, friends, just make everything better, you know? So when you're playing like solo queue and Dead by Daylight with a bunch of like people that you don't know, and for one you literally can't talk to at all. By the way, implement a talk system, DBD, maybe, I don't know. Winky face. When you can't talk to them, like you have no connection towards them. So like in a way, you don't really care about them, and like you kind of care about the game and only the game, right? You don't care about the person. You don't care about their feelings. You don't care about anything about them because you don't know them, right? So why should you care? But when it comes to like the game, people get so mad in solo queue because they know their abilities and they know like what should have been done. But a lot of players, like he was saying, just don't have the amount of like game time in to like realize the situations that are taking place and don't know how to play them. So they a lot of times get killed very quickly, or maybe they're not efficient loopers and they get killed quickly, or make the wrong choices and just like get the entire team killed, and that just makes everyone so mad. And that's why like a lot of times survivors like talk shit to other survivors. I'm just like, bro, like okay, I can't say anything. I do this all the time. You got, bro, my last stream I played solo queue for like 2 hours. I was absolutely losing my mind. Oh my God. A lot of times people make very questionable decisions and I get mad. But at the end of the day, I do realize, like, okay, some people just don't have as much time as me, right? A lot of people haven't played the game for 8 hours. 8 hours. What? A lot of people haven't played DBD for 8 years like I have. You know what I mean? So a lot of people just aren't as knowledgeable. They're going to make a lot of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. Granted, I do a lot of it for content and like funny moment purposes, but still, like, it's just people need to understand it's literally other people on the other end. They make mistakes. Calm down. There's always the next game. You know what I mean? It's never that.
However,
bro, people make death threats over this shit. Like, what?
Pretty much all the time. My biggest advice is, again,
hey, Shiva, hey, Glitch.
Take a break if it's a bit too much for you.
Friends make a huge difference.
Or even try out killer if you want some variety. If you just see the same killer. The ghoul, the ghoul, the ghoul, the ghoul, the ghoul, the ghoul, like the ghoul, the ghoul, the ghoul. Spring trap, spring trap, spring trap, nurse. Spring trap, spring trap. It might be good to change it up or take a break, like I said, if you need to. And just one little point that I want
Dead by
to cover on
Roblox.
Killer that some people have mentioned is that a few of you have been getting anxious when playing Killer. Nerves like set in. I want to give you my advice again from earlier. I go into the game with no win condition at all. I expect 0 hooks every single time. And the second that I down someone, it feels very good.
Yep.
Now, if you go in with
get that small erection.
Oh, yeah. 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills.
It's euphoric, bro, when you get a 4K.
Just go in, chase the survivors, and try to pick up something new every time if you can. Or you just want to kick back and have a good time. I think that's a better mindset than putting way too much pressure on you to win every single game. And on the opposite end of what I just said, if you are someone that's incredibly competitive and you do want to get 3 to 4 kills every single game,
go play
but
comp,
it's not
bro.
Working out and you feel yourself being tilted. It's fine to stop playing the game for 10 minutes, an hour,
for life. For life.
You can always go back, or you don't have to at all if you don't want to. Do what you want to do.
God, bro.
Which actually, funnily enough, brings me to my last point. Take a break from DBD if you don't like it. I've taken probably in my entire time since playing the game on release, about 6 breaks with months up to, I'd say, a year. It's felt good every single time I go back to the game. There are way more killers. There's way more stuff to actually learn.
Yeah.
It just feels like a fresh game. It feels new, like I've had time to play other games and just do other stuff that I found way more fun than DBD.
I agree with this, bro. I personally, right, like when I say like I've played DBD for like 8 years since like 2017, I have, right, but it's not like I've been playing straight that entire time. So like when like a lot of people like especially say like why do you play the way you do when you played the game for like 8 years? Like, bro, it doesn't matter like who's been playing a game for however long, right? Like I'm so knowledgeable of the game, but that doesn't mean like I'm absolutely insane at it. And that's because it's not like I constantly played throughout the 8 years. It was like there was months. Bro, 2019 Call of Duty Warzone stole me from everything in life, bro. Girls, school, parents, showering a lot of times. Bro, I played that game for like a year and a half straight. Did not do anything else. I was so good at that game. Oh my God, I was unbelievably good. That's in the most narcissistic I guess I am, right? In the most like narcissistic way, I was so good at the game. Talented even. Wow. At the same time, I didn't even think about DBD, but then I came back to DBD after like a year. Bro, like I felt like I had to relearn the game and like it kind of like reignited that flame. You know what I mean? It's like when like a couple gets married and you just fucking hate them after a month, but then, you know, you go to like marriage counseling or like, I don't know, get a cuckold partner or something. And then like it gets very like interesting again. I feel like people just really need to start taking breaks from DBD to realize like, it's like the saying, right? You never really like realize how much you love something until like you've lost it kind of thing. Like get away from DBD.
It's fine to dislike the
Remember
game,
how much you love it.
To hate the game if you get to that point.
And then come back.
You shouldn't do,
it's okay.
My personal opinion is queue up. I hate the game, queue up. I really hate the game, queue back up. It's fine. You can uninstall the game. Take a break. Watch other people play. Play the game vicariously.
Yep.
Watch their misery.
That's what I did the entire time I was playing Warzone 2.
That's all I've got for you in this video.
I was still watching Ots and like Aaron and Co.
Some of you. And I apologize if I just rambled on and on and on, just waffling. I want it to be a more genuine video, if you will, so I didn't really write a script at all. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, I hope I was able to reach some of you. I do appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest
W
of your day.
fucking Cope, bro. W fucking Cope, bro. Like I said, man, Cope is like genuinely like my favorite fucking DBD streamer. Bro just knows. He's so wise, bro. I don't know. Bro's ahead of his time. That's all I'm gonna say. W vid, bro. W vid. Bro, I'm not subscribed. Sorry. I'm subbed on Twitch though, so it's alright.
He's yapping in the fog, never lost for words. Looping like a legend, though it's all a blur. Content so crisp, even when he's late. Imposter games, chaotic but great. Where's